Hello, friends. Welcome to India Business Bunker. And as you know, that this is a program where we actually bring all the leaders together, and it is basically a platform where businesses can come together and talk about their USPs. They can find an alternative to basically actual ways where they can also network between businesses, and at the same time they can also leverage the live element that we bring here. As you know that we are live in all the social media platforms, at least six right now simultaneously. This is a live stream, and therefore if some of the users like the offerings of the experts who are participating in the program, they can directly reach out to these experts for any help, for any advices, or even purchase your services. So we are live, and you can also, if you're not live on our platform, you can actually come to akulmach.live and get hooked on to our platform, or you can actually use this QR code and using your mobile phone camera and directly connect with it without typing anything. So moving on, while we wait for the experts to join in, uh, today's expert subject is especially about the digital transformation, and not usual digital transformation. We don't want to talk about digital transformation because everybody has probably done that already. We're talking about the impact of what transformation you do, which will improve your chances of getting more business in 2022. So I think this is a big question, and it's on everybody's mind. And when we talk about digital transformation, it's basically people, it's a very confusing subject sometimes. When people say that, "Hey, oh, I need a website, I need, I need to do WhatsApp sales, I need to get into some other kind of platforms, I need to become part of some groups." So it's very, very confusing. And therefore, I'm calling it next level digital transformation, so that I will, from my knowledge, I will actually tell you exactly what are the steps required, so that if you have not done your digital strategy, you have not created your digital strategy, this is a time to create one. And I think the first level of thinking that you need to do as a business person is basically identify the business functions that can be transitioned from your point of view. Now, when we talk about identifying your business functions, each business has a different nuance. Each business has a different way of doing things. It's not a cookie cutter approach where one formula applies to all. So you need to basically think what is the best strategy for you. And that is why I'm saying that if you are the leader of your company or your team, or a CEO or an entrepreneur, you need to go back to drawing board if you have not done that again, and think what are the options available for you which can be digitally transitioned. So if things like in your company you may have a delivery organization, or you may have some sort of e-commerce organization. So you need to do a lot of deep thinking in terms of what are the elements that I can actually transition to the digital world. And once you have decided those activities, then you need to basically build online presence. Now again, this is very confusing. I will take a few minutes to explain what is this online presence. So if you look at the online presence that people usually have, is some time back we used to have a website, and the entire industry was basically buying the keywords and spending a lot of money in buying different keywords, so that whenever somebody search for a particular type of service, their website should pop up. Now, gone are the days. Those are the things which are not happening now, and industry is moving along and moving onto the digital bandwagon. So, in today's world, you need a website, because that is a hygiene factor. You should have a website, and going forward, that website is not going to bring any business to you. So gone are the days where you used to spend a lot of money in buying these keywords, etc., doing advertising for your website, spending millions of dollars so that people can engage with you, can reach out to you, can read your services. So people used to make huge, very detailed website, giving a lot of information about themselves. Now you may like to give a lot of information on the website. It's your choice. It's up to you. But website is something like a hygiene, which nobody wants to engage with. So people have moved on, and they are actually going on to the social media bandwagon. So therefore, this is something that we need to be very, very clear about. And when we talk about the online presence, then it actually means that we need to, we have already decided what services that we need to bring into our online, because I've already thought through my business, what is possible, what is not possible, and what is my long term goal, what is my short term goal. And based on that, I am now thinking of bringing the online element to the company. And I'm assuming that I already have a website and I already have the infrastructure in place. So once you have decided all that, the biggest is the your presence on social media. Now, when we talk about social media, it is a totally different ball game altogether. So having a profile, it's easy. You can have the profile. You can also have a business page of on various social media platform for free. But engaging people on those pages, on those profile, is a totally different ball game. And there are a lot of these policies and use policies, legal implications of using social media that you have to be aware of. For instance, you can't do spamming. You can't reshare the somebody else's post. You can't have a copyrighted content distributed on your profile as well as on your business page. So creating this profile and business page is free. It's very easy. Promoting them, you need a specialized person who knows exactly what has to be done. For instance, if you look at Facebook is a very complicated platform. It provides a lot of features, and therefore you need someone who knows the uh, application which is provided within Facebook called business manager, as well as ad managers, who have thorough knowledge of using these two applications, so that your page can be publicized, can be advertised, and what content they can bring, how they can post it. There's a calendar which is provided. So all of those things are basically available in Facebook, and it's very, very comprehensive platform. It's one of the largest, and it's a very good platform to find your clients going forward. I mean, in the digital space, because and it should form a part of your digital transformation story. So similarly, YouTube is a totally different platform. It has a different algorithm. Similarly, LinkedIn has a totally different way of doing things, and Twitter, and all of these different platforms bring different value to your business. And I have also heard people saying that, hey, I don't like Facebook, or I don't like Instagram. I prefer this one. I like only LinkedIn. Well, in today's world, I don't think you can actually become choosy. In my opinion, you have to be present on all different platforms at the same time, and you need to basically find people, or you yourself, if you can scale up your knowledge, you can get into that arena of digital area and start using these different applications as your gateway to the world. So instead of doing sending your sales force or marketing people out, you can actually start getting using these things and use as your vehicle to take the message of your company about the product, etc., using Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. And I'm thinking that you cannot ignore any of these platforms. You have to have some strategy on all the social media platform, because you never know from where your client will come from, your partner will come from, or any investor. And by using all different platforms, you're also increasing your brand value. So I think you need to have a clear strategy when you talk about transforming your business into digital space. And I personally believe that the learning curve is very, very huge. So I think you need to be ready with partnering with people who can do it for you. And I think one of the important aspect of going digital is also the video platform, because we used to say that a picture speaks thousand words. There's a saying, and there was also, which is also true. So if you write a letter, people will have to read. Instead of that, you can send a picture, and send a picture, then people will understand it quickly. So the understanding of sending a picture is much faster. The results are much faster that you can expect by sending a picture. So video is the next level where you are actually engaging and you're talking to your client using the video. So when you talk about leveraging video, you have to know the next level of art of engaging with the client. For example, use of camera, use of light, use of different props, and how do you stop, when do you stop, how do you bring the interesting elements into the whole discussion. And when you actually make a call, for example, and you talk to your people or send email, you're actually trying to communicate with your customer. In video, you actually can communicate at the same time with 10,000 people. It has the ability. So if you're making a call, you're able to talk to 100 people, whereas your video at the same time can talk to 10,000 people. So if you're able to do that, if you have a clarity on how you want to impress people uh, when it comes to video, I think it's an important aspect to think of leveraging your social media and merging with your video capability. So there are two skills, different skills required when it comes to bringing the online strategy for your transformation. And I think the last thing that I would like to emphasize very briefly is, chances are that you may not have the adequate knowledge in order to do this. If you have the adequate knowledge, or if you think the learning curve for you is not going to be very long, you can take up all of these activities on your own. But if you have a pressure of building your profitable enterprise, the best way to do it is find somebody who has been there, done that, who has gone through this Facebook and LinkedIn social media, especially how to promote various brands on social media, and how to generate leads, how to do brand building, how to communicate with the client. All of these things, if somebody has done that already, then it will be easier for you to basically offload an activity on this person. Either your employee, you engage with him, or you can actually find a partner company, work on partnership basis to get this whole thing rolled out. You should not be shying away from making the investment. What I've seen is that even today, even after such a tough time in 2021 business, people were even shying away from spending even small amounts on social media. They think the business will come just like that. That is not the case at all. I think you should be ready to invest, understand and invest what is the based on your long term, short term plan, and ready to find the right partner for you who can do it for you, or hire somebody who can do it for you. But I think it's very important when you talk about digital strategy, you need to talk about the first, what are the functions that you need to transfer into digital arena. What are the functions which will run successfully in hybrid arena, and what are the functions which can run in physical arena. So these are that is the level of understanding or planning you should have. Second is when it comes to online presence and especially social media, it can get very complicated. Especially there is a lot of competition on social media. If you look at the user base of Facebook and YouTube, which are the largest one, two largest social media video platforms, uh, the Facebook has 2.5 billion subscriber, and YouTube has about the same subscriber, and all of them are churning out different types of social content, um, infographics, videos, and also boosting their post and going worldwide. So there's a whole lot of competition. The way it works is that the first 10 seconds of your video determine the next 10 seconds. So there is so much of level of competition. I'm suggesting that don't do it yourself. Engage with the right partner who can do it for you, and so you should be willing to put that as an expense as in your plan, and you should be ready to do that investment. So this is something that I wish to talk today about the digital transformation. And if you have not done that, this is a time to plan, because right now there is a holiday season, and when the market opens in January, second week, around that time, you should be ready with your digital transformation strategy. So I was waiting for people. So because today is Christmas also, it's a holiday, so many people have not joined. Uh, Nevertheless, if you want to engage with us, and if you want to be part of our show, you can actually send an email to our email. This is the email, you can send it, and we will include you in our next event, which is on January 7th. Uh, and it is called India Business Bunker, where you can talk about business. This is a platform which provides conversation among leaders. And uh, if you want to listen to leaders without participating, you have to our platform at akulmach.live, or scan the QR code which is given here using your mobile phone camera, and you will get connected with us. Let me check if there are any messages today. Uh, I did not receive any messages. But I think I can end my show today by saying that James Webb is getting launched into outer space. So this is something which is important happening today, especially for the tech buffs. Um, this is a very big moment for tech buffs, especially the space nerds who want to know exactly what is going on with the space and our universe, etc. I think James Webb Telescope will provide us a lot of information in next years to come, and that is why it is getting sent on the eve of Christmas, and people are very excited to know. In fact, I am quite excited. I will be hooked on as and when the live telecast happen today in the evening. But friends, thank you so much for joining me in India Business Bunker, and I will catch you on January 7th. Wishing all friends a Merry Christmas and also Happy New Year.